Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyaholic. I am, of course, the Mad Montreal Man. And as you can tell by that opening a little bit here, we're doing a special Street Fighter 2 special today. And, of course, we start off with the final challengers, Fei Long. And those of you who are in the know, you know fully well, Fei Long is Bruce Lee. Let's be honest, if you grew up like me, you're Gen X, you were a fan of Bruce Lee, and when Street Fighter came out, and this character was available, you went crazy for it. Now, what do you say? Because I have no idea what he looks like. Nope. I get my friend, Dr. Scalpel, the steel plate of Finish Him out of the package, and we'll take a look at him. So did you play Street Fighter when you were younger? Which version did you play? Who was your favorite Street Fighter? I've already told you guys who mine was in the last time I did a special of these guys. And, yeah, kind of curious. Did you prefer this or Mortal Kombat? And yes, I do have some Mortal Kombat figures too. If you've watched the channel long enough, you know I've reviewed some in the past. But the Street Fighters are not made by McFarlane Toys. But, oh, finally got them. Didn't want to cut the box. So let's see what's in here. Kind of like an unboxing, sort of. Because, you know, I missed out on they did one, I think it was Ken not long ago, and I looked at it, and it was just the same figure I already had with a whole bunch of extra barrels. But I have no idea what he comes with, so let's keep on trying to get this thing open. Oh, here we go. Don't know which way to pull from. There must be some tape I haven't seen. Let me put this down for a second here. I know, an unboxing, how weird. Oh, here we go. Hey, alright. So, it's the same figure I got as last time, except his pants are different. But he does come with a bunch of accessories. So what do you say? We finish taking him out of the box, take a look at a close-up, and we'll talk about him and the accessories back after the close-up. The bat, a good amount of accessories. He still has 2 spare heads, which I didn't take out yet. Not too crazy about the eyebrows, but that's the character anyway. But let's talk about his accessories. He's got spare hands galore. He's got a sort of like grabbing hand. He has got 2 open hands. Ta-da. He has got 2 striking hands. If you know, you know. He's got this very large effect. Very large effect. Hey, the people out there who don't like my videos, look at my effect. Okay, that was a bit rude, but you know, yep, I mean, it is kind of funny. The orange pickle. But one thing I will give him credit for, something I wish the people at some other toy companies would do, when you give someone a weapon, make it actually not a solid piece of plastic. Look, they wiggle, they move. You could actually... I like this. This is a cool accessory. Really good. But let's get to the figure himself. And right off the bat, he is a short guy. He's meant to be short, but you can see the details. I mean, the muscling detail is there. The face... Well, like I said, it's, you know, Not my favorite face. I probably will swap it out eventually when I put it on the shelf. But I do like the articulation. He's a little stiff. I haven't warmed him up yet, but there is really good articulation. And one thing I like is when they do a figure like this, when you actually move it around a bit, the muscles kind of seem to still make sense. It's not like some muscles where you turn it, it's like, where'd the muscle go? So good job on that. I do like them. I'm happy I picked them up. It's definitely one if you're a Street Fighter fan and you want the final challengers, or basically player 2, it's pretty good to have. So yeah, he's a good one to have. I love the accessories, really good. Favorite accessories he's got. I still think this is kind of funny. I mean, it's just, you know, it fits on your finger. It fits on your finger! I mean, talk about an effect, you know. And there's no stand for the effect either, which is kind of interesting. But who cares? Let's move on! Let's keep the show going. Let's go on. Let's keep this show going. Let's go with Sagat, the big guy. Okay, he's got a stand for his effect. He's got a spare head and, of course, grappling hands. So what do you say? We take him out of the package and we'll be back right after the close-up. I do like the fact that the packaging, once again, looks like a video console, and they did a pretty good job with him. I do recommend to take these guys out by the bottom, because when you do that, you can actually keep the package in pretty good shape. As you can see, you can still see the accessories I left in, the stand for the effects, the hands, and the spare head. But because we're here to talk about the action figure more importantly, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to talk about action figures. Now, there he is. He's a pretty decent-sized guy. I mean, compared to... yeah. He's a big guy. He's well articulated. I like the detail in the scar, of course. He's not my first time I got Sagat. No! Told you, I'm old. Size-wise, they're about the same size. I mean, he's a little bit bigger, actually. But when you look at it, which one do you think I like better? Red stripes, yellow stripes. Slightly bigger musculature, more flesh tone. Well, there's good and bad for each of them. This older school one, I like the flesh tone. I like the over-exaggerated muscles. Blue and yellow is better than the red and blue. However, this guy has a big disadvantage. First of all, you can barely see the scar, but mostly, you know how I feel about these. I'm not a fan of the U frickin' torsos. Never have liked them. Not a big fan. I like this better. You know, you still get articulation there. Definitely. So out of the two, he edges him out a bit. The scar's more obvious. The head's a more normal size. I wish he had better musculature like that, like a big freak, but I like him. He's a good one to have. And yeah, he does look good. It's really nice to have. He's going to go on the shelf with the others, of course. I'm going to have to make a separate shelf for all the Street Fighter 2s, because this is basically Street Fighter 1, if you think about it. Even though there's a lot more detail in the bandages on this guy, that U-shape kills me. Plus the fact this does kind of scale up with your DC Multiverse. So you get a little bored, you want to do a bit of custom work, you could turn him into, say, a DC bad guy. You know, for example, I saw that they announced an Undertaker coming out soon, a new Undertaker with a Koloska jacket. Put it on him, you got a bad guy. But we have one more to go. Yeah. This one apparently is really hard to find. I got him. Of course, EB Games only had 2 of them, but I got him. Blanka. Yes. The big guy himself. So, for the last time today, let's get the Blade of Revenge, Dr. Scalpel, out. And let's take a look at him. So, by the way, which Blanka do you prefer? If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, Blanka has many, I wouldn't say forms, but depending on what game you're playing, what power he's got, he can be different. And we'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm going to finish taking him out of the package once again, and we'll be back after his close-up. Okay, I hope McFarlane Toys doesn't get the idea to package their figures the way he was packaged. Not only was there a lot of Scotch tape, extra layer of plastic, extra whole bunch of little plastic ties, just to get to the figure. I haven't even gotten to the accessories yet, so we'll skip that for now, but he's got nice big effects that sit on the ground, spare hands, spare screaming head, which I do like. But let's talk about the figure you just saw in that close-up. Let me just put this down. And there he is, Blanka. Now, as you can tell, he's not as big as Sagat, but that doesn't matter. He's still bigger than, of course, Fei Lung, which is kind of cool. The details are definitely there. I love the fact they got the hair, and it's a soft rubber, so you can actually bend it back a little bit more than you normally could with hard rubber. You can actually grab him by the hair. But no, he's well detailed as well. And as I said in the comment before I opened him up, he's not the first Blanka I got. Of course, I have the older school Blanka that also has that stomach I hate. But wait, it doesn't stop there. I've got, of course, the energized Blanka. Oh, look, he's like solid green. And maybe I'm Blanka crazy. Blue? But my favorite Blanka of all times, of course, is the one, the only, the glow-in-the-dark Blanka. Okay, I got a few of them, alright? He's, you know, kind of fun to have. And if you want a close-up of all these guys together at the end, we'll tell you what you got to do. You want that close-up? You're going to hit like. I'll give you one extra figure. You're going to subscribe. That'll give you 2 of them. Okay? If you actually make a comment, you'll get 3. But if you share, you'll get all 4 figures in a close-up at the end. Deal? Sound good to you, right? Sounds good to me. But there you have it. Another little Street Fighter special. Yep. Not bad. I kind of wish he was bigger, but there are different versions out there, editor, before you start putting a comment up in the corner. I know there's different versions of him where he's really massive and large, but hey, I'm on a budget. Probably you are too, so he's one of the ones, if you do find him and you collect Street Fighter, I say pick him up. The packaging's cool as well. The accessories are cool. The spare head is cool. That's pretty much all I gotta say. But next Friday, this Friday coming up, we have another show for you. I'm not sure what I'm reviewing this Friday. I don't know yet. I have something in mind, but I was thinking making that a special instead. Maybe I'll do a special on Friday. I don't know. I do have some stuff to pick up at EB Games, so we'll have to wait and see. But either way, there's going to be a show on Friday, so tune in for that. Okay? And until this Friday, of course, have yourself a good day. Do the best you can over the next couple of days for your body, your mind, and your mental health. Stay healthy. And, of course, when you get that sweet revenge, that's a good way to stay happy. And when you know that your opponent, your nemesis, will be looking at the floor, it's a good way to stay positive. And we'll see you on Friday. welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyholic. Of course, I am the Mad Montreal Man, and it's a special today. As you can see by the opening little shot there, we're doing Street Fighter 2. Yes, another game from my arcade youth. Why not? It's the joys of being a toyholic. So we're going to start off with Street Fighter 2, the final challenger. Yep. And this is Fei Long, and if those you guys don't know, that's about head, your head can't speak. No, take all that over again.